There have been some big changes in the last 1 week in terms of the student visas. If you're applying to the student visa to the United States, if you're going on an F-1, F-2, J-1, J-2, M-1, M-2, any of these visas, this video is going to be important for you. So make sure you watch till the end because we have some big news from the embassy. Without further ado, I'm going to be telling you about the old rule, the new rule, and then I'm going to be giving you some tips and tricks for some students. The golden tips are towards the end, okay? So the old rule for F and M visas essentially used to be that you could only apply to the visa within 60 days of your program start date. That means that within these 60 days before your program start date, you can start your visa application. If you are, for instance, going to school in August, that means that you can start your visa application in June. Understand? This is what the old rule told us, and this was a problem for a lot of students essentially because, as you already know, slots have not been available. If you go for checking the slots right now, you will see that slots are from 2024, 2025. These years, slots are already showing from, but we need them to be showing for 2023, right? For this very year. Now what the embassy has done in the new rule is that for new students, that means that if you're a first time student who is basically going to the United States, you're a new student essentially, you're starting a new degree, that means that you can actually file for your visa 365 days in advance of your program start date. That means that if your program is starting in August 2023, you could have started your visa application process in August 2022 itself. Isn't that crazy? Of course, to start this process, you need the acceptance letter from the university and you need the documents such as I-20 or DS 2019. Depending on essentially your visa, right? This document keeps on changing. But the golden rule again over here is that even if you are able to get that visa in your hands 365 days in advance, that does not mean that you can fly to the United States 1 year in advance. No, my friend, you can only fly to the US under this new rule 30 days before your program start date. That means that if your program is started in August, you can only fly out in July. Basically, you have to calculate the 30 days and then you can understand from which dates you can fly out of your country to the United States, and you have to book the tickets correctly. Please do not book the tickets of 180 days in advance and just think that you have 6 months to enjoy in the US. That would still not be the case. But for continuing students, by the way, if you are a student who is continuing, you need to renew your visa, for instance, right? You're in your home country. What you would do essentially in this case is you can apply for the visa anytime. There's no limit. It can be 1 year in advance. It can be more than that in advance as well. Completely up to you in general. All right. Please note, however, there's been no limit from the embassy in this case as to when you fly out of your country to the United States. Can be 60 days as well. It doesn't have to be within 30 days of your program start date or anything of that sort. All right. I see a little bit of a loophole over here, but in general, I think that's only going to help you guys. By the way, a lot of times I make these videos and people ask me for proof. So here are the 2 screenshots of official embassy website and their official Twitter handle replying about these same changes that have happened that I've actually mentioned in this video. Finally, I have some advice for you guys, really important advice. So please give me 2 more minutes of your time and I'll make this quick, but it's important so that you don't have to defer your program to the next intake. I hope you understand that part. My number 1 advice, and I mention it in almost all of my videos of this kind, is that don't wait for all the admits. A lot of times students will keep on waiting for, okay, I want decision from that university as well, that one as well, and then I'll start my visa process. If you have an admit, start the visa process if you can get that I-20 first off or the DS 2019, whatever. Start the process, and then later on what you can do is you can change to that university, the good university, the better university that you're getting the offer from, right? So if you get an offer from, let's say, SJSU first, you start your visa process from that, and later on if you get New York University, you can upgrade or you can change your university basically essentially in that case, and you can put New York University later on in the details, right? Everything can be changed, right, from your DS 160 to your MRV appointment, and basically everything can be changed. Even your service fee can be transferred. Don't worry about any of that. Third thing is that you start monitoring for slots from now itself. As you may understand, the portal is a little bit complex. It takes a little while for you to adjust yourself and understand how to use the portal, right? Start monitoring from now itself because slots in general are not going to be available so easily, right? First off. And secondly, we've been seeing a lot of deferrals. If you are well versed with using the portal and you want to do it yourself, this is about doing it yourself. If you want our help, wait till the end. If you want to do it yourself though, you want to start getting yourself used to the portal right now so you understand the complexities that you will face in getting the slot essentially. In most cases, you would not understand in 1 or 2 days. You have to keep on monitoring, keep on trying. And by the way, with one account, you can try it 12 times a day maximum. More than that, your account gets blocked for 72 hours. You don't want to do that, because if the slots open up within those 72 hours, your account will not be able to get that slot. Of course, this also means that slots can open anytime, 24/7, anytime. There's no mercy that these guys show. It can be 3:25 a.m. in the night and they can open up the slots. You always have to be monitoring. It's a little bit difficult, so that's why I say do it in groups. You cannot do it alone as such. Finally, if you're following us on Instagram, you will know that we already post the openings. Whenever the openings happen, we let you guys know that, guys, there's an opening, go ahead, book your slot. But we do that after we finish booking off all the slots for our clients first. We're doing it for free, but it's something that you can take advantage of. So make sure to follow us on Instagram and subscribe to the YouTube channel for the same. And if you want the YMGrad visa guarantee, where we guaranteed get you the visa stamped on your passport and only then we finish off with your service, you can take a look at the visa application help service in that case, where we'll do everything end to end, from your DS-160 to your appointment booking, to your emergency appointment request, to your financial review, to everything you need, mock interview training, and getting you the visa in your hands. Everything end to end is covered for you in the package. There's nothing that we leave out to you. Alright, and we have guaranteed that we will get you the visa in your hands. Otherwise, the service is not finished. My friend will help you again with no extra charges in that case as well. Alright, if you're interested in something like that, my number is in the description. You can reach out to me, and of course the visa application help link is also in the description. You can take a look at that, or you can go on to ymgrad.com/service and go on to the visa application help over there. It's our most popular service. We are certain no one in the market is doing it better than us. And I hope to see you in the next one. Apart from that, goodbye and take care, my friend. All the best for your process.